Well, hello everyone and welcome back to another episode. This is a very, very quick start to an episode because I've just discovered something is missing. What normally resides here? The beam block. It appears the beam block has been stolen, and I think Morgan has just discovered that, which is why they've asked me to come on quickly to record something. So yes, the beam block is gone. We've got to do something very, very quick, and I think there's a little bit of stuff over there. I have been over there very quickly but didn't notice anything, so I think Morgan has some things that they want to talk to us. So we're going to quickly hop over there as quickly as possible. Let me just make sure. How many diamonds do I have? I've also been collecting diamonds quite a bit over the last little while, and you can see all this is just a bit of a chest monster all over the place, as well as quite a bit of quartz, which I'm thinking I might do something with my base burst. But we're getting a bit distracted. Let's quickly head over to the Light Crew village and see what Morgan's got for us. Hey Morgan.
Hello.
I can see the beam block has also been stolen from here.
Yeah, it's been...
I've stolen the mother bean, ransom details to Kame. Very, very sus.
Well, here's the thing. Why wait for ransom details when you can do something unorthodox?
Did that head just say down with the cult? You might see it in the video clip viewers, but...
It did. But
I mean, that was one more block over here. It was over here, wasn't it?
Nah.
It's not this is triggering me slightly. This is not centered. Do you want me to get rid of the blood on the floor as well? It never was.
It never was. Before it was floating.
So any ideas as to who could have done this?
No idea, but it's back.
It's back. The beam block is back.
It's back.
Should I
That's
say
all
that
matters.
Yes. Should I say that in chat or?
Nah.
Okay,
if all cult have done it, of which we've searched their bases, then...
their bases. This could be something that's going to happen in the next little while. Certainly glad we started this cult. Do we have any other beans? Not raw beans.
Not raw beans. Wait.
Alright, now I've got some. I'm just about to go into my base, but in the chest. So...
It's alright, I fed it one.
Oh, I've got 5.
Ah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we have reason to believe that it happened overnight. From, overnight AST time.
Well...
AEST.
I was on last night, and Storm, I think, was on as well, and the beam block was still there. Either that or I just didn't notice, which could happen.
Yeah.
But I've been
but Char informed me that it was a very recent taking.
So, and guess who's on now? The suspicious, I think.
I mean, you're on.
I mean, it is a weekend, so as we record this.
It is a weekend.
It could be anything, anyone. But just based on that, I'm going to say possibly Beebs and Storm.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, look at Beebs' name real quick. Beebs sounds an awful lot like beans.
Maybe. I mean, I've heard rumors of another cult going on.
Rumors. Only rumors.
I mean, even if you look at the chat, it's still there.
Yeah.
So it's quite possible. Let me just think that it could be the Storm and the Beebs.
It could be. Me and Char saw the thing. Char sent me photographic evidence of it, and we immediately thought Rad Gamer.
Rad Gamer's in the bean cult.
Wait, he is?
Yeah. He was very.
When was he indoctrinated?
Well, he came visiting and he saw the bean thing and he thought he was inducted by seeing it or something. So, I guess if he wants to be in.
We do things however we want here at the bean cult.
I mean, if he wants to be in, then we can. But anyway,
if he wants to bean in.
We're getting very distracted. I reckon it. I mean, I was going to say we can fly over, but...
Yeah. We were also thinking maybe Lobo?
Lobo? Possibly, but... Possibly.
Is it canon for us to check the logs?
No.
Of who was... damn it.
That's out of universe. Anyway, I might need it. Anyway, so I reckon at some point we need to go over there or get Char involved. Do we want to wait for Char or just do it ourselves?
I don't think Char's coming back tonight. He left earlier.
Okay, fair enough. So,
Yeah.
yeah, let's keep this on the front burner.
There's a possibility it might be George or Nutria.
I mean,
A mole under our noses?
I don't think it's
Well, not really a
Nutria.
mole. But
I mean, we can.
part
I'll
of
go check.
Lag
I can
Village.
go quickly check George's base.
I checked George's base,
Okay.
both of them. Yeah.
I was gonna.
Wasn't anything suspicious.
We might need to go find Storm and Beebs at a time when they're not on.
I went to Storm and Beebs' base and yeah,
Done all the investigative work already. Well done.
sort of. Not professionally.
So viewers, if you're watching this, yes, it is not yet Christmas Day. I record these quite a bit in advance. So,
Ooh, I'm gonna look at the present.
I mean, you might as well. This episode's coming out after Christmas anyway, so
Boom.
you might,
I am
you might as
evil.
well look if you want to.
Nah.
Anyway, so we'll keep an eye on it, I guess, or do we want to keep investigating?
We might need to investigate at a later date.
Later date or time. Sounds good.
Or just whatever, just later.
Sounds very
Later,
good.
soon, whenever.
Yep.
When the doomsday clock hits 11:59. Who knows?
11:59:59.
What? Oh, right, you can fly.
You can fly. You can
I forget
fly,
you're
you
a
can fly,
bird.
no
I
copyright
forget
strike
you're a
you.
bird.
Yes, I am the flying magpie. He doesn't have magpie stripes at the moment.
Well then, how come before I saw you walking and standing?
That was not me. That was the man in the Christmas costume.
You're currently standing. And now crouching. And also eating chicken. Isn't that a bird?
Magpies away. Well, it's been, 2 days since my last clip. I've been busy doing quite a few other things, but we've had a few things go on in the Lagcrew Lake Village since then. Firstly, the bell has been taken by the Frost King. I don't know who that is, but I'm sure we're going to find out eventually. And even though Morgan and I have just replaced the beam block according to the video, we've now had it stolen once again, and this time it was taken right in front of us. So, you can see right there, there's no beam block here, the carpet is stolen, and we are going to have a problem. So, we do know who it is this time, and I think at some point Char, Morgan and I are going to have to do something with the people who took it. And those people are actually online now. If we just go into our video or into our chat here, we've got ourselves Storm and Beebs, and Char of course is in the bean cult. So we've got Storm and Beebs who are our culprits, and so something in the next couple of episodes we're going to have to go and do something with that. So we're going to figure out what it is and come back hopefully in the next episode and actually do something with that. So look forward to doing that very soon. So that was a little bit of shenanigans with the beam blocks, and hopefully it's going to last a little while because this is actually turning out to be quite fun. So there's a few more things I'd like to get done today, most especially to start converting all of this stuff into netherite. So we need at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces of netherite, which means, if I'm correct, 28 pieces of ancient debris. Now last season we went rather successfully mining for it under the world in the nether, so we're going to try and replicate that strategy with a whole stack of beds, which may take a while for all of this to collect up. So I'm just going to collect a whole stack of wool, a whole stack of wood, go down and start blasting away with some of this stuff, which hopefully shouldn't take too long. I just need to make sure, yeah, there we go. So that is not as much wool as I would have hoped, but it should last me a fair while, I hope. So I need wood, which I don't have a lot of. I am going to need there's some wood. I'm going to need a crafting table, which is pretty easily gotten, and I'm going to need some other things as well, I think. That may be enough for now. So let's go netherite hunting. This is actually the most painful part of mining down, just the whole stack of things. You can see I'm at 33. I think up there is about 70 or so. And all of this is really painful. Not to least the sand on, obviously, but to just to get down here. And I didn't bring any stone or anything to make what do you call them, staircase out of. So it's going to be a long jumping way all the way back up. But hopefully it shouldn't take too long to mine much more further. So we're getting there. We're getting there to the bottom. Right, so we're now at level 10, and instantly mining this way, I've got myself some ancient debris, which is really good. So I'm going to do a little bit of mining around it to make sure there isn't more. And doesn't look like there is, but that's a really awesome start. So we need at least 28. We need, what is it? We needed 7 netherite, so we need 28 ancient debris, which is not too hard to find, I hope, given that start. But yeah, a fair bit of time to go. So I'm probably just going to cut here and then come back when I've got the ancient debris, because it's just going to be mostly just me mining, finding for it. So I'll do that and come back when I've got it all. And after probably about an hour or so of mining with it, probably a couple of deaths and a short break for a meal, I've got myself 41 ancient debris. I'm going to leave 1 in there because it's not going to do much for me at the moment, and 40 is a nice divisible number by 5. If I put another one in there, it would just use a coal and I wouldn't get to use it much. So I'm going to let that smelt. What else do I need? I need a smithing table. So where is my crafting table? Where did I put it? So it's over there. It is a smithing table, and I think it's iron. Yes, wood and iron. Thankfully I just smelted some of that. Just put it over there, 2 of those, and we got ourselves a smithing table right there. There we go, smithing table. Plonk it right in here among the mess of stuff, and once that starts going, we can start upgrading our things. We need gold. So 1. I may need to smelt up some of this stuff as well, perhaps. Maybe. We'll see. So I need 40. So that's 4. That would be 5 of those. And I should be good to go. And there we go. I think I can safely say that I am the first person to have full netherite gear. It's really awesome to be back in this stuff that keeps me completely safe from fire and everything. So I've got 3, let's not do that. I've got 3 left, which should be eventually used on shovels and any other bits that I need in the future. So I won't do that one because that would just be a waste, I think, for the time being. But 3 spare should tide me over for quite a bit, or I may be able to sell it for some other things in the future. Right, now that I have finished enchanting all my netherite gear, and I did manage to get a shovel while I was off camera, I think I'm going to start work on some of the farms that we've got placed out here. So we can see here Morgan's still got the sugarcane farm outline going quite well. We have decided to take on the iron farm as well as the crop farm. So we're going to work on the iron farms today. Now they need to be at least 70 blocks away from this village, which might make it a little bit tricky. So if I take it from this corner house, so this is 1870, so I need to be at 1940 at least. So 1940 is about here, so that actually will work quite well. So if I drag a little bit of a line from here to the, alright, maybe a little bit further out than I thought. So let's go 1945 just to be safe. Get rid of all of this bit, and then we need to be 70 blocks. I think it's in between the two. So we might go 80 wall to wall just to be safe. Make sure we don't cut off the block that we just need. So if we make this one the center block roughly, in fact I might need to go up into the air and see if it is halfway between, because I do want it to be somewhat centered around this area. So if I see, so that is actually not bad to be centered, not bad on the center. I'll just do a little bit of calculations to make sure it's correct. And it turns out I was quite a bit wrong. So that block there is the original one. This line here is exactly halfway across this bit. So that should work pretty well. So now I need to draw out some lines. Make it go 35 blocks that way and 35 blocks this way. And then draw out an 18 by 18 square, which is, I think how big the bits are. I do check this every now and then. Oh crud, now I've forgotten which way was this. I think it was on this side. It's not going to matter as much, I think. It won't be too noticeable if it's not centered too much, but then this is a lot more centered than it used to be. So yeah, just building all over the place. So this, with this now here, I need to go 35 blocks this way, 35 blocks this way, and that should be the front corner, or one of the corners of the blocks. So a little bit more time to go, so let's just draw this out. So if we make this 35 and 35 there, and there we go, 2 well-placed iron farms. Well, I hope they're well-placed, because I hope Morgan doesn't have anything planned for here. But they are just far enough away that they should be able to cope with everything. It's far enough away from the village. So we do need to make sure that we don't have another village, quote-unquote, in the area, that like what do we call it? We can't have a village or trading station nearby, or a trading hall, or possibly farms. Crop farms should be fine, I think, because the beds won't link. But yes, those two should be fine right there. So in the future I'm going to be doing a few crop farms, but I might do it closer to my base over here, just to keep it away from the iron farms for the time being. Or just for permanently anyway, because I'm not really sure exactly what, but somewhere over here should be fine, because that was about, what, 1960, I think, over here. Yeah, 1961 actually. So we need to be at least 2030 over here on this side, and that puts us right over here, which is quite a distance away. So fair bit of planning to go with Lycree Lakes Farms. But I think that's going to bring today's episode to an end. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.